Oshio, sister, hello, it's me again. It's the old coot. Yeah, listen, I want to say, yeah, that's pretty good. Um, and I noticed the lady, or I guess the lady, well, the person who goes by Aber or Abishai, on her comment. I just wanted to add. I think what it is, you sister, the one who eyes wide open, what you're trying to say, so I can help this Abershey to understand. And if I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. But you know what basically what's being said is it's not the trying to help point something one does that's wrong. It is, and they're not aware of it. It's more when you go. It's that judgmental attitude. All right, for instance, I guess you could say a good example. I mean, this is just an example, just to give an idea, an analogy, or however you want to say it. Okay, let's say my neighbor over here, let's say if pink roses was wrong. We know it's not, but I'm just doing this for an illustration. Let's say my neighbor, who is my brother in Christ, let's say, and he has pink roses. All right, I know in my heart that pink roses is wrong, right? So now it's one thing if he doesn't know, and then I do, and that's always a trick on this, and it takes wisdom in the Lord to move you to do so. Otherwise, keep your mouth shut. But it's one thing to point out, like if I went over to say, brother, says, let us talk, and then you start talking about different things, and then you start talking about, the roses. Is how do you feel about it? I mean, do you know? I mean, I'm just giving an example. It doesn't mean the conversation has to go this way, right? But I say, well, okay, brother, do you know that anything about roses, these pink roses? And then maybe then I start telling him about the history of it. And one thing I can do at this point is that it's kind of like, here's some information, and see, now it's up between him and God. It's not up between me, to judge him. But if I go over and say, brother, you're sinning. You're sinning, and you're in big error, and blah, 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 and you're going to go to hell with the wrong, that judgmental attitude, right? See, now that makes it a wrong. You become then more like a Pharisee. Am I getting that right, sister? Or am I just putting it? I'm just putting it a little different than what you do. Anyway. But I just wanted to understand, make sure I got that right when I'm telling this sister. But basically, I guess just sum it all up. See, I'm just real simple, and I like to put things simple, and sometimes when doing so, I don't really listen to myself too good. So I'm not beyond being corrected, or saying, well, hey, brother, you could have phrased that a little differently, or whatever. But basically, though, a person should never, ever allow, all right, what we might know to be wrong, and this is always a pending factor, give or take or whatever, but generally, what we know to be wrong, we shouldn't allow ourselves to be so judgmental of our brother or sisters who, if they're doing something wrong and God hasn't convicted of them, we shouldn't be judgmental of them in the form of, you're going to hell. See, that's something we all, because sometimes we've all been guilty of at one point or time somewhere. Maybe we still are doing it. But the thing is, we have to examine ourselves, because it's easy to fall into that judgmental stage to where we condemn that person. But that's all like a whole different topic altogether, I guess. Well, that's just me just adding my 2 cents or 1 cent worth in, okay? But I mean, I want people to know that I don't read no scripts. I'm just me. I'm just a simple person, and I try to put things simple, just. But I always want people to know, and always to remember this. Even though I may view something different than you, and I have different ways of wording it, understand that I still love you, and I still care about you, and I'd hope the same about me. But the thing is, I don't want to ever have that place where someone thinks that I condemn them. I would rather have my arm cut off than to do that. Because, see, I know how the Lord has forgiven me for things. My whole life, how God has had mercy upon me. So that's what I want to do for others. Because how I treat somebody and how I judge them with this and how I judge them from in here, alright, also will mean that when it comes to being judged by the Lord, I will be judged in the same way as I judged that person. Christians in the body of Christ, yes, they're allowed to judge, but not to condemn a soul. That's not our job. That's God's job. And I think sometimes we get our wires crossed. We do. We sometimes we get that judging thing mixed up, and we get our wires crossed. But I'm sitting over getting over 8 minutes, and that start going over 8 minutes. I better quit now. But I think you might understand what I'm talking about. I'm just a simple person, and if I do something wrong, I expect I will respect you and love you even more when you point that out as my brothers and sisters in Yeshua, especially. I mean, I will respect you more, and I would appreciate it, because sometimes I might not be aware. Generally, I'm not aware, and when I am, boy, do I have to do repentance. And even when someone makes me aware, I got to go and do something repenting. So, okay, I want to shut up now, okay? Alright, I'm going now. I'm going. Shalom, I hope.